Hey YouTube! We're at day 14 of the 31 Days of Tarot, and today's prompt is do you have tarot tattoos, art, or home decor to share or want? So I have two things. I have one to share and one to want. The to share, my hands can be kind of shaky, and I wanted to have the benefit of the tripod and the light. So rather than, you can kind of see that I have a print right there on my wall, and I'm going to show you the card that it is actually, so it's just the image from the next world. This is the Lovers. This card, like when I first saw it, I nearly burst out into tears. I'm just so in love with it. There's so many things about it. It encompasses that feeling of the Lovers as a mirror, it being really about you, not about external attraction necessarily, but like when you do feel something that you're attracted to, it's really about having that reflected in yourself. And so you have this person with themselves coming out of the mirror. I love, that it's a queer fat body. I love that they're gifting themselves spoons. Like, I can't even, like, how freaking amazing is that? And that hand on the back of the neck is like, oh, that is what I want myself to just come out of the mirror and do, is put a hand on the back of my neck and hand me spoons. So I have that on my wall behind me. It's the only tarot art I have in my room. And then the other thing is something that I want. So this card, the Six of Cups from the Wild Unknown. Six of Cups for me is not just about like nostalgia and childhood memories and stuff, but actually really about finding a home. The experience of when you find a place that you're immediately like, oh my god, this is home, even though you weren't born there. And I think that's an experience that can be particularly resonant and particularly powerful for queer folks, whether it's chosen family or like literally a place or a space, but just that feeling of security and like, oh, this is me, that isn't necessarily going to be in the home where you grew up. There's something really powerful for me in that. I love this particular depiction where you've got this strong, powerful tree, but then the roots are even more spectacular, and they're rainbow colored, which kind of fits with that theme. And then specifically what I want is, so not exactly this image. What I actually want is the top to be a southern, like a live oak, which is the tree that has like the really like drapey, not a weeping willow, but an oak tree that has the kind of like all over the place branches that hang really low. Because I want that feeling of like connection and home and where I'm from, but then also the queerness of it and the, planting new roots kind of feeling. And so the idea is to have sort of like the branch. So it's a huge tattoo. So like it'll probably cost thousands of dollars, and I would need to find an artist, and it would be my first tattoo because go big or go home, friends. But I really want to do it. Is to have basically like the trunk here, like kind of sternum, and then the oak kind of going like this, and then the roots coming kind of down around my belly. To me, that would be a really powerful, like, I think, reclaiming of body territory that is complicated. There's something about the roots and the belly that I really like, and then remapping a kind of area of tissue that I often feel dysphoric about, and putting something there, that's meaningful to me, and like actually using the 3D nature of my torso in a way that is interesting and that like would create kind of like overlap with the branches and the roots, like an interesting shape. I have no idea if a tattoo artist would do this. I have no idea if they would like look at it and be like, nah. I don't know anything about finding tattoo artists. it's probably not something I'm going to do anytime soon. And it's something that I have wondered about, like, what would happen if I ever had cancer, ever needed a mastectomy, like, how that would affect, given that's an area of the body that sometimes folks have to radically change, like, how that would affect the art. So there's, like, a lot of questions there. But that is, this with the live oak is basically what I would want to do. So don't forget to subscribe. And if you do, then I'll see you tomorrow and the next day of the 31 Days of Tarot.